first episode of the day, and on this particular one, we're going to be talking about two particular subjects, but they are all connected. Yesterday, we spoke about the Pastor Ano Isike situation of him saying that Umlando dance, it's a dance from the devil. And so in this video, I want us to extend that topic, okay? I want to talk about certain points that I left out, okay? To kind of start us into the subject, okay? But also, I think it is appropriate for me to put it into this episode because there was a situation in Limpopo which highlights this thing. Zion Church in Limpopo. They were doing their service and all that kind of stuff. Two individuals, I don't know if they are part of the choir or they are the pastors, because of the insults that they are throwing towards each other. They started fighting. One of the pastors removed their knife. The okapi, to be particular, yeah, the okapi. Now, for those that don't know what an okapi is, this is an okapi. This is the okapi that the pastor wanted to remove or try to remove to step the other one. Because I want to drag that subject of these pastors behaving like this to the Pastor Ano Isike situation that we spoke about yesterday. I want to extend some of the thoughts that I was talking about further. This is the video that's trending in Limpopo, and these two pastors bringing shame. You people, why do you like shaming me? I have to not think twice. You say, are you from Limpopo? I'm from Limp. I'm from Limp. That's where I'm from. Limp before I get there. I'll limp. Hey, no, I'm from Limp. I'm from Limp. Okay. Get serious here. So, this is the situation. This is a Zion church. So the insults, for those that might have not been hearing, they're insulting each other about where the state of the other one. So that's why I said these might be pastors of this church. And so he's saying, no, I found you in some funny church there. I found you in a shack church. You were nobody. Found you in a shack church. Then they start throwing very heavy insults towards each other. Now, we don't know how the story ended. We hope it didn't end with that other one getting stabbed. Because if that's the case, then I'll arrest you. If you think of that topic and what we were talking about with Pastor Ano Isike's situation, when he said the Umlando dance was from the demons, it fits. It fit them well. Bazalani, there are things that we need to acknowledge here, that it's human nature. The human nature is destructive. The thing that they are running away from here, okay? Straight up, the thing that they are running away from is that humans do things that are self-destructive. Simple as that. They do say things that are self-destructive to a highest level. Because you see, that pastor, had he controlled himself, he would not have come to a position where he felt like a knife. Even me, I wouldn't go back to that church. I don't know why would anybody go back to it. Leave them with their built up church. Leave them. Because next, it will be you next time. These churches, they are so focused on, we are dressed like this, they dress like this, they dress like this, then they would wash their clothes, they put it in a very special thing, they think the cloth is somehow holy or something like that. Weird things. So this takes people out of that responsibility aspect. The day I wear this thing, I'm done. Doesn't address the deeds of the person. So the same way you could say about the Pastor Ano Isike situation over there, because he is just attaching a dance. For me, to be honest with you, the Mlando dance is a mild thing. There are dances that have been worse. I illustrated with this twerking thing. Yeah, you go to Instagram, that's all you see there. It's like, yes. So now, what about that one? If this one was engineered by demons, and this demon of Umlando dance is possessing all these ladies, what about twerking? Now, I'll tell you what the whole situation was. It's just a trend. Pastor wanted to trend. So they realized, okay, this was all these topics that happen, and so let me engage the subject. I get it. But you could have talked about it within the tone of how the dance reflects on you. Like, it's a dance, dude. It's a person dances the way that they dance because they want to. Where do you put the responsibility on the person? Like, for instance, right now, this pastor come out here and say, no, the demon did what? It's you who took out the knife. It's you who decided to chase the other one. It is you. Where do you put the responsibility? But because people they don't want the process of being trained towards proper discipleship. You can see it here in the subject, in both subjects, really. If a person is trained in proper discipleship and they understand, I have a responsibility after being saved. I have a responsibility to portray my character a certain way. I have a responsibility. Yeah, when offended, I'm the one that walks away. Otherwise, you end up with that situation where the pastor feels he must get back his he must get back his pride, and while in the process of getting back his pride, he's going to attempt to take it back to the dancing. If you are dancing that stuff, you record yourself in your video doing that. And get this dance, they dance it not facing the camera. They face the other way so that people can see their back. There are certain things that are done in the world that cannot be thing. I don't want to be portrayed that way. Personally, I don't want to be portrayed that way. And so, why would you want to be portrayed that way? Why is the first thing that you want people to see you by that? When do you put the responsibility? But because you hate confrontation. The same way this pastor could not deal with confrontation. You do not want to deal with confrontation of how this other person who you're going to be telling, excuse me, you turning around, recording yourself doing this, it's going to portray you a certain way. You don't want to address that, so you just want to pin it on the devil. To me, it's lazy. It's lazy. As a matter of fact, it's not just lazy. For me, it's just... That's why I said in the previous video, it's pathetic. Because you are looking for an easier way out. A person is now scared to dance it because the devil. But they're not thinking of how does it portray them. Responsibility. The fruit that comes out of you, of such a kind. Of what kind is it? Remember, even John the Baptist brings it up. Bring unto me fruits that are worthy. They speak of the salvation that you claim to have gotten. That's discipleship. That's what John was saying. It's discipleship. You claim you are the children of Abraham, but you've never portrayed that you know God. The fruit is not there. What is this? Taught to a level where I don't have the desire to do that. Rick Charlie Show with the daily Christian commentary videos. Confront. Excuse me. This thing that you are doing, it portrays you a certain way. Address that. You want to pin everything on the devil. That's a lazy way of trying to get the person to stop doing what they are doing.